This channel supports 8-Bit Salute and Operation Supply Drop. Please help us raise money to help support our men and women in service throughout the world. Operation Supply Drop, making fun where there is none. What up, everybody? This your boy Black Magus, and this is Doom. Not Doom 4. I guess that's what it would be if we were doing a count in the series. Or maybe it'd be Doom 5. I don't know how many. I can't think of how many Doom games there were, because there were iterations of the, I think, first two that they put out, like Ultimate Doom or something like that. I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a while since I played a Doom game. The last Doom game I played actually was the granddaddy of them all, the original, I believe. Yeah. Man, was that so long ago? I remember. See, this shows how old I am, but I remember when Doom first came out, and how people were just making this big buzz, like, yo, there's this game called Doom, you need to get on it. This is like, you guys have to remember, this is like back when Windows was nothing what you guys know now. And Doom was a DOS game. Original Doom, at least. You had to boot it up through DOS. But it was such an amazing thing because it was just like the experience was just unbelievable for that time. The graphics, everything, the violence, like, you never saw anything like that in PC gaming. Doom is one of those revolutionary games that it pretty much helped usher in that with Castle Wolfenstein. They ushered in people's fascination and ultimately the kind of, I guess you could say, possibly obsession or strong interest in the first-person shooter market, especially from a competitive nature with Doom, because Doom had that multiplayer, and it was just like, yo, this is something that we've never really done before, you know? So Doom, it definitely kicked off something that, as we see today, it's like now some of us sit here and we lament over how there's just too many first-person shooters, how the first-person shooter market is oversaturated. Whereas when Doom was around, it was just like, okay, this is the beginning, and this led to the Duke Nukems, and eventually, we go to the Epic games. The stuff that Cliffy B worked on, Quake. What's the name of the other one? Damn, I cannot think of it. Unreal, things like that. So Doom holds a special place in gaming history because it helped build a foundation. Now, going into my first impressions of this Doom, it's not going to be a revolutionary title at all. I could see that even though I've only spent about an hour playing. Things have evolved in first-person shooters to where the playstyle is great, but I don't know how much of an impression it will make on the current graphics. That's my thing about Doom. It's like, playing it, I had fun. I thought like some of the stuff were cool. I didn't get a chance to try a lot of weapons because I wasn't really trying to get that deep into it yet, because there's other things that I've been trying to take care of. But yeah, it's straightforward Doom. No ADS really. At least there's ADS on this gun if you can scope in, but it's just basically you want to fire from the hip. I found that to be more effective. Your button controls, the layout, Um, very old school. It's like there's no reload. Uh, your health doesn't regen. You have to pick up health regen. You have to pick up the ammo packs and things like that, the shields and whatnot. It it's it very much carries a lot of the old school aesthetics. Um, very fluid. Very run and gunish. You have the Revenant thing, which I found kind of like crazy. How you could turn into this monster and just go around and just like blitz people with it, but it's not something that is overbearing. At least it didn't seem overbearing in a few matches that I played. But I don't know if you can have this game carry like. For me, I could see myself playing, but this is something that I kind of grew up on. At the same time, I'm not a huge first-person shooter person. If a game is fun to me, I'm with it. I don't need all the extras. In fact, I'm one of those people who don't really care for the like over elaborate loadouts, perk systems, and all of that. People who know me know, like I say all the time, one of the things that always has bothered me when it came to Call of Duty had been the increased level of the perk system and kill streaks and things like that. I like a game where I just go around and shoot you. This game does have what they call hack modules, which basically are kind of like boosters. You can load one every time you die, and it'll give you like a specific perk. Like you'll get armor plating, or you'll get this thing that'll let you hunt down the guy who last killed you. You can see him on the map for 30 seconds, so you can go back and get your revenge. Things like that. Nothing that I picked up seemed to make me like some overpowered beast or give me a huge advantage from what I can see. So hey, it's cool with me, but it's compared to most modern day shooters, it's going to be looked at as very vanilla, and I think that's where this game isn't going to get the traction. I would like to see it get traction because the simpler play style work. You get in, you play for a while, you have fun, you get your kills, you get out. But I don't know if it's going to satiate the playstyle or the ultra competitive nature that comes along with most modern day shooters. So yeah, Doom's going to be an interesting addition to the FPS crowd. Excuse me, had to cough there. Yeah, it's going to be interesting because, like I said, it holds to a lot of the old school, simpler tenets of first-person shooting style play. But we've gone so far down the rabbit hole with shooters, I don't know how much traction it's going to get. I honestly think that it's going to be a short-lived, short burst thing where like people are gonna be like, yo, I really dig this. It's simple, fast-paced. I don't have to worry about all this bullshit flying around, and they'll enjoy it for a while, and then I think it'll kind of die out sooner than later. But we'll see. It may be that this might be that alternative that a lot of people who like a lot of FPS games is looking forward to like spell them when they're down on what's now the traditional FPS style. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, if you get a chance to play the open beta, please, I encourage you to always try stuff. See how you like it. But if you don't, check it out. Check out gameplays. See what you think of what you see with the gameplay styles and all of that. It might interest you, or like I said, it may just look too simplistic to you, and it may just turn you off. Who knows? But anyway, as always, you guys feel free to hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Black Magus, and I'm out. Deuces.